Hey, everybody. Welcome. Let me try to adjust this. I've got kind of like the backdrop to be fully in the back, but it's kind of cool. My Kali painting is over there. So, welcome, welcome, welcome. I am Kris Seraphine. I am a channel of the Divine Feminine. I'm an archetypal brand strategist and a teacher and business mentor. And today we are going to talk about the emergence of Venus tomorrow. And we'll go through a little bit of what's happening with Venus in the retrograde, and there's a lot. And then I will be pulling cards for all 12 signs of the zodiac. So I don't have a ton of time today. So I want to get right to my notes. Okay, so Venus. Let me push this back a little bit. There we go. I have a little room for the notes and the cards here. But August 13th, we had the Venus Cazimi. That was Sunday. And that basically was Venus in the heart of the sun. So she was in the embrace with the divine masculine. I might have to plug in this computer, but so far it looks good. And it was a very auspicious day. It's her rebirth day, right? She's rebirthing into the morning star. And let's see anything else. So the time now is we are in like the kind of like a Venus waxing period. Like think of the waxing moon before the full moon. Like that's where you start to generate energy and movement towards a goal, right? Towards the full moon. So this is a great time for setting goals for the next 8 years. I like to do 8 years, 4 and 8 years. Also 18 months. So 8 years is a long time, but what you want to think about is what you're seeding now will be echoed 8 years from now, or will be culminating 8 years from now. So if we go today and go back 8 years, that was 2015. So if you look at 2015, that will give you clues as to what are the themes around right now. So for me, I had published my first book that I'd been working on and writing for, I think I'd spent about a year writing that book, or maybe a year and a half, with all the edits and everything. And I self-published it in 2015. I did all my launch parties. It was an amazing year. It was huge. But it was also a year where I had to sleep a lot. So it's funny that the past, 3 months, I have been napping a ton and really coming into a lot of mystical downloads. So you might be experiencing that as well. So look at what was going on in 2015 in your world, and that should give you a clue. I'm also starting a new book that's really kind of my first book, Return to Enchantment, Your Guide to Creating a Magical Livelihood, was like the launch pad for this next book, which is really immersive shamanic astrology, symbology, and myth. Hi, Katie. I was wondering who was watching. Thanks for commenting. Nice to see you. Okay, anything else? So right now we're in this period of renewal and integration, right? So what are we integrating from the past 8 years? And now we have a new launch pad for the next 8 years in this Venus cycle. And the Venus cycle to me really feels like really where I want to be right now. Not to say that I stop looking at the other planets or not tuning into the moon, but I feel like what I'm seeing since I've been studying all these Venus transits and the different themes and learning about what Venus in each of the houses means. She represents love, money, relationships, harmony, beauty, art, aesthetics, all of that, the divine feminine. So really tracking her through your chart and also knowing where she is in your natal chart really, for me, is pivotal. especially from a shamanic astrology standpoint, where we are not just learning and reading our horoscopes, let's say, and intellectually understanding it, but how are we transmuting and really working hand in hand with the energies of Venus and other planets or planetary bodies. Asteroids are really interesting to me right now as well. So tomorrow, August 17th, is the emergence of Venus. We'll be able to see her again. So she's been invisible. So she's also in retrograde. So she's been in the underworld, but we talk about Venus in the underworld when she isn't visible, right? This is from ancient Babylonian. I mean, the Babylonians, Sumerians, they had Venus to a T. Like they, I forget, there was a special tablet that's been discovered thousands and thousands of years old that basically they were shows that they were tracking the movements of Venus as the goddess Ishtar, and also in Sumeria it was the goddess Inanna. So they were the morning and evening star. They were the planet Venus. So how Venus was moving into the underworld was when the ancients couldn't see her anymore. So I'm just kind of paralleling that same ideology here to us right now. Kind of like this ancient modern science of astrology, right? So tomorrow we'll have the first visibility, the morning rise. So it really is, again, when we talk about a lived experience of the cosmos, my advice is to go outside and do stargazing, look for Venus, and absorb those energies, really absorb the codes, the light codes, because Venus is, I think, like the second or third brightest body in our sky. Obviously, we have the sun, but next to the sun, Venus is either second or third in brightness in the sky. So we're really, that she's close to Earth right now. And she's emerging from the underworld. Now, she's still in retrograde until September 4th when she stations direct. And then she is in the sign of Leo still till October 9th. So whatever part of your chart this has been affecting, it's going to still be immersed in this Leo energy, right? Leo's the energy of sovereignty, the energy of the heart, the energy of the inner child and children. Okay. What else do you need to know in the near future? So I'm going to use the Mayan cards, the Mayan Oracle. It's a beautiful Oracle deck. So we're going to connect in with Venus right now and ask for a message through the Mayan Oracle. And then I'm going to go into our zodiac signs with the tarot card pull. Oh boy, that one came flying out. Okay, we'll take it. Love when that happens. So we got the card Muluk. So in the Mayan cosmology, their stars are, their language is connected directly to the stars. And this one is a lot about, with this color, it's sacral chakra energy, which makes sense with Venus. So this is our message from Venus. Let me look up. Okay, Muluk means raindrop and water. Signals, signs, awakened attention, awareness, understanding, self-remembrance, divine guidance, the God seed, cosmic communication, and beacon. there's like a dark stairway with this, looks like almost like an eclipse kind of energy. We do have an eclipse coming up. I believe the next one is October in the sign of Scorpio. But I feel like, that makes sense because she's going to be in Leo until October 6th. So October 6th it's more Libra energy, but I feel like even with Libra has the South Node there right now. Libra has this energy of endings, right? And we see this, there are many relationships ending now, or at this very critical point of, do I stay or do I go, right? And that's all relationships. That's love relationships, also business partnerships, friendships. You might be feeling this in different areas of your life. Okay, so Muluk is associated with the number 9. So number 9 is like that last cycle before 10, right? 10 is the alpha, the omega. It's like the beginning and the end. So when we hit the 10, then we know that we are just at the beginning. So it's telling us we're near the end of a cycle, almost at the beginning of a new cycle. So the shadow wisdom here is self-forgetting, negative self-talk, self-deprecation, lacking awareness of signs offered by cosmic communications, hiding the fullness of your light. So this is, Venus telling us, yes, go out, meditate under the light of Venus, under the light of the stars, spend time close to the earth, spend time close to water, because this has to do with the sacral chakra and the element of water. And when we are fully absorbing and in tune with the cosmos, then we can see the signs offered by the cosmos, offered by the different, the animal kingdom, the earth. There's a lot of signs right now. So the transformational energy is taking off the veil of forgetfulness. Become a beacon of awakened awareness. As you open to self-remembrance, you will freely receive divine guidance. Be with others who support your fullest expression. Okay, let's see if there's anything else. Child of the stars, you are a God seed. You are being offered gifts for the remembrance of your magnificence. Who are you? Why did you come here? What are you star seeded to do? Look around you, notice what strongly attracts or repels you. Look at your inherent strengths and talents. Remember your childhood dreams, your favorite colors, your heroes and heroines. Yeah, that's pretty amazing. So remembrance is having direct access to your expanded presence, your essence self. Remembrance is the recognition of your connection to the larger pattern of divinity. Receive the awakened awareness of self-remembrance. Muluk asks you to be on the alert for signs and symbols of guidance. These signs or sensings can give you direct answers to your present concerns. Be aware that you are receiving and transmitting, that you are a receiving and transmitting station for cosmic communication. The vision of your third eye is being awakened and expanded. Bathe in the waters of remembrance. Be the beacon. Bring your full awareness and awakened attention to the here and now. You are a cosmic seed ready to enter the gate of awakened consciousness. So this is all about, again, being observant, and that's a big part of astrology and astronomy, right? Okay, so happy new moon in Leo. We are starting this new cycle with, much happening in the world. It's been a lot of suffering and a lot of tragedy, especially in our beautiful areas of like ancient modern Lemuria, which would include the Hawaiian Islands, parts of California, parts of Washington. It may even extend into like Bali and Indonesia. So we're going to see a lot of activity with Venus activating the Lemurian points. Okay, so I'm pulling cards for the zodiac. So there's Aries. I'm going to pull them first. So we need Taurus. And my advice is to look pretty closely or pay attention to your rising sign card and your sun sign card. Taurus is this one. Gemini. Coming up pretty fast. I need to make more room here. Okay, the next one is for Cancer. And you're a Cancerian, Katie, so what do Cancerians need to know? I feel like one's about to jump out. Good card for Cancerians. You're going to like it. Okay, Leo. Leo, you're like the main actors on the stage right now, the world cosmic stage. Leo. Yeah, they're coming out fast and furious. Okay. What comes after Cancer, Leo, Virgo? Virgo is next. Wow, yeah, there's no dilly-dallying today. Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Cancer, Leo, Virgo. Okay, Libra is next. Libra, what is the card for Libra? They are coming out so fast. Okay. Then we have Scorpio. What does Scorpio need to know? Sagittarius. Capricorn. Aquarius. Pisces. Last but not least, Pisces. What does Pisces need to know? Okay, we got quite a few major arcana for the advice for the different signs. Okay. Aries. The fire sign you have, the Queen of Cups. So this is asking you to be like the Muluk card said, be the watery one, be the one, connecting into your intuition, connecting into your creativity, and maybe holding back some knowledge or some information. I like how she's kind of covering up her cup, like she's not going to reveal everything at once. So I think that's advice for you here, is to know when to reveal certain aspects of maybe your emotions, your feelings, something creative, a creative project you're working on, okay? But this is emphasized for this Leo new moon. Taurus, you have the Judgment card. So this could be about you judging something, you making a decision based on a judgment, like a final, like, I know what my calling is now. That's what I'm hearing in my head. I know what my calling is now. I'm going to follow my true path. So if you've been feeling down, or if you've been feeling like lost, or maybe a lack of direction, lack of energy, that's about to change. So really awakening to your true purpose and your true calling. And that's where the prosperity is coming from for you, Taurus. Okay, for Gemini, the Six of Pentacles. Someone is wanting to give you money, or maybe you're becoming a philanthropist, or you are coming into a time where there's equal give and take in your relationships. More balance and harmony too. The scales are often associated with Libra. Libra is ruled by Venus. Libra is a fellow air sign. So yeah, I feel like this is really about an opportunity that Venus is bringing you to balance something in your life, and particularly around material resources, finances, financial prosperity. I feel like this is definitely a sign that more financial prosperity is coming your way. Cancer, you got the Empress card. This is one of my favorite cards in the deck. You are about to rebirth yourself, rebirth into a new life. For some of you, you might even become a mother at this time, or be feeling a direct connection to the Venus of Earth, right? I mean, this card represents Venus herself with the 8 stars on her crown. So the 8 cycles of the 8-year cycles of Venus, of the Venus pattern of her movement. So how can you bring Venus to Earth? How can you become more Venusian, more like self-loving, self-creation, self-nurturing, so this is definitely a card to self-nurture, because you are in this deep phase of transformation where you are rebirthing your life in a more harmonious, beautiful way. Again, very abundantly and creatively. A lot about abundance and creativity here. I think we had that for Aries as well. Okay, so this is for Leo, for you lovely Leos. The past is returning, and that makes sense with Venus in retrograde in your sign, or your rising sign, or if you have a major Leo placement somewhere. This is about the past returning. This is about remembering joys of the past and connecting in with your inner child. See the little children here? Again, we had Geminis also had 6. So maybe there is a connection with Gemini in your chart, or with someone that you love, or someone that you're in a relationship with, business partnership with, good friend. Leos and Geminis, there's a connection here for you. Gemini is also the sign of communication. So maybe this is about someone you need to communicate with from your past. Maybe you've been thinking about someone like, wow, I wonder what happened to that person. Or I haven't spoken to that person, but they've come into your mind. It's probably a sign to give them a call, write them a letter, write them an email. If it's somebody that's passed on, if it's somebody that you really don't think you should get in touch with, send them loving energy. Virgo. Okay, Virgos, you're fighting the good fight. There's a lot of energy and a lot of fight in you, and that could be because Mars is in your sign. So you are inspired to stand your ground and to know that you've done the right thing. I feel like I'm hearing done the right thing. I feel like you've done something or created something. I'm releasing, sorry. And that energy is protecting you. I feel like you're protected. Something about you and what you've created, what you've done in your life recently is being protected. So you might be feeling on the defensive about something. But just know that, yes, you have the higher ground. You are connected. You have the 7, right? So you're connected to your divine source. So keep listening to that inner voice, because spirit is really speaking with you. Spirit is guiding you, and you will be triumphant. You will succeed. You will overcome any sort of difficulties that might be going on right now. Libra, Ace of Cups, new love, new heart opening, heart healing. Libra friends, take heart. Know that there is just this abundance of joy, overflow of happiness, fulfillment, a new beginning, because aces are ones, right? This is a new beginning, emotional beginning. So yay, Libra. Scorpio, I think this is Scorpio. Okay, Scorpio, you got the 9 of Wands. This is the wounded warrior. So Scorpios are being advised to rest when you can, because you've been hard at work, hard at there's been this journey that you've been on of transformation, and you feel like maybe a lot of things have been going off the rails, and you're like having to put out a lot of fires. You're having to like really like constantly be on and be vigilant and take care of things. And you're like, I'm just done. I want to rest. So that time is coming. See, this is a 9. So you're at the end of a cycle, and you're getting ready for the new life, ready for rebirth, which is why you are feeling tired. So get extra rest when you can. Sagittarius, the Chariot. This is travel, movement, possibly moving residence. This could also be something coming towards you that you've really wanted, that you've been wishing for, or you moving towards, just saying, I'm moving towards this. I'm claiming this. This is the direction I am going. Big energy. And remember to stay in balance. You have the white and the black Sphinx here. Stay in balance. Don't get pulled from one side to the other. This is the Chariot is the Merkaba. So really like meditate on the Merkaba, meditate on allowing your energy to flow where the divine is calling you, right? And when you do that, when you allow that energy to move, the physical will move more easily. Capricorn, 8 of Wands. So this is often called the arrows of love. This is also a time of getting a lot of messages, a lot of forward movement. So if things have been slow, things are going to pick up, things are going to move faster. And there's little butterflies on the cards. I always like that. This is like all of a sudden a transformation that you've been going through, like boom, like just starts to really take off. Like you really feel transformed. You really feel like, okay, I'm in my new form as the butterfly. So I'm really ready to take off and fly. So things are going to start moving faster. Things that you've been wanting coming to you. Lots of texts, emails, activity, busyness, but also 8 is the number of mastery. So mastering that spiritual energy, so that again, you're moving in that flow. You're just moving with the flow, like no resistance, right? This is a non-resistance card. So that's something to keep in mind. When you're in alignment with your own energy and the energy of the cosmos and really mastering your energy, you can move faster and in a more direct motion to where you want to be and where you're meant to be. Okay, we're almost there. We have Aquarius. You have the Magician. So another major arcana. You are manifesting. Your word is your wand. You have everything you need to create the life, to create a project, whatever it is that you're calling in, it's here, it's coming. This is saying that keep the faith, keep connecting in and working on your manifestation process. You're bringing something from the intangible into the tangible, heaven to earth, spirit into matter. So use your words wisely, and know that this new beginning is something that you've been wanting for some time. Okay, Pisces, the Justice card. So here, this is also the Libra card. So balancing out karma, number one. It's like the final, making final decisions. It could be also like a settlement from a lawsuit. It could be like the final stages of a legal proceeding or some kind of contract coming in. But whatever this is, it's balance, right? It's the Libra card. So the Libra is also in the South Node is in Libra right now. So South Node is definitely a releasing energy. It's like recognizing where you've been, acknowledging it, allowing that healing to come through, but also moving forward from that place. Like, okay, I know that I've had karma with this person, with this situation, but now I know that it's balanced. I've paid the contract, I've finished the contract, and now I'm ready to move forward. And the sword is also standing out. The sword is truth, telling your truth. And from a place of balance, it doesn't have to be from a place of anger or emotional upheaval. It could just be a very balanced, this is my truth. So really getting in touch with your truth, Pisces. Okay? So that's our show for the day, everybody. I appreciate you. Thank you so much for watching. If you're here watching the replay, and thank you, Katie, for being here live. And looks like you stayed the whole time. So I appreciate that. It's always great to have that energy. And if you're here and for some reason I can't see you, I am sending you blessings for a beautiful emergence of Venus tomorrow, a beautiful new moon cycle in Leo, which remember, new moons go through the full moon. So the full moon in Leo will be in February at some point. And I'll be back again with more readings for sure on August 31st, because we have a blue moon in Pisces. So those of you Pisceans, there's definitely big energy coming. So it's a blue moon because there was a full moon around August 1st or on August 1st in Aquarius. So when we have two full moons in 1 month, the second one is called the blue moon. So I will be back then for some more readings. And what else do I need to tell you about? If you want to learn more about Venus and the Venus transits, I have 2 classes that are available. I put them in the description. One is called Venus Cycles and Your Business and Relationships. That one really goes in depth into how to find Venus in your natal chart and how to look at which house she's in and what that means. I also go into asteroids, and I also go into the full Venus retrograde transit. And talking about the different Venus star points and what it means to be a Venus morning star or an evening star. So it's a very much more in-depth astrological based class. And then there's another one called it was a ritual gathering we did called Venus Rebirthing as a Morning Star. And we did that on August 13th, which was this past Sunday. And it was a beautiful class and a beautiful ritual. So it's a little bit more on the shamanic side and less on the informational side. But if you do get if you buy the recording of the 2-hour class and ritual we did on Sunday, it includes the Venus cycles and business class. So you get free access to a $47 class for $33. So anyways, that's definitely the deal to go for if you're wanting more Venus in your life, more ritual, and more of the shamanic energy of transformation and change and transmutation. Okay. Thanks so much for being here. I'll see you soon. Bye.